What up, nation? Welcome to another edition of the WiseTake MLB DFS Wise stream. CK013 here. You can find me on Twitter at CK_013. And of course, I'm from the WiseTake Nation, which you can find on all the social media platforms listed above or directly at WiseTake.com. If you're looking to take your DFS game to the next level, we are a premium DFS content provider as well as a DFS community designed to help make you a better DFS player. Check us out. Day Pass is available. If you're new to this channel, welcome. You've come to the right place for some free fire DFS content. Make sure you subscribe, hit notifications bell, don't miss out on any of the free content we put out. Cover MLB slates Monday through Friday. Let's come rock with us, man. Little first look action. We appreciate you. Please like the video, share, leave some comments. I want to hear back from y'all. I want to hear what y'all think. Would love to hear your feedback on the slate. Tell me your thoughts. Right? We are a DFS community, which requires you to participate. So leave some comments. Chris Cox, what's up, man? Good to see you. Shout out to Chris Cox on YouTube chat. Appreciate you hanging out with me live as we go through this. Another massive slate, big time, big boy stuff. Big boy slates here. I don't even know the size of the. Oh, it's right there, 11, right? And I think it's actually 10 because I know the Mets and St. Louis game was removed. As you can see, the note. It's now a doubleheader. And we have a couple pitchers that aren't exactly confirmed yet, but we think we get the gist, right? So we're going to go ahead and do what we do. Got everything ready, top pitchers, top offenses, things to watch, some dong watch action. We're going to go ahead and jump in. So looking at 2020 numbers, this is last season. You can see Darvish and Bieber, Walker Buehler, Freddie Peralta. These four guys kind of on their own planet in terms of strikeout rate. Bieber was on another level, right? Darvish was damn good. Buehler was damn good. Peralta's damn good. We look at 2021, similar track. It does look like Walker Buehler is lagging with the strikeouts. We expect that to correct itself. And as you can see, the same type of leaders, right? So these four pitchers obviously are the ones that we're going to focus on, starting with Shane Bieber, who has the one of the best pitching parks in the game, against the Royals, who, while they're not necessarily hitting for tremendous power, they're good right now. They've been playing well. Can't ignore that. Gotta give them that. But I still like Biebs. I think Darvish, if Darvish ends up coming in a little lower just because he's so close in price to Bieber, I think a lot of people will just click Bieber's name. Darvish is definitely in play, man. He's been holding his own. I think on our raw projections without any adjustments, I think he graded out as a better point per dollar play. Or was that FanDuel? On FanDuel he was. Okay, he was cheaper on DraftKings, not necessarily. Looks like he was just squeezed out. But I think Darvish is definitely in play against the Pirates, one of the worst offenses in the game. They've been striking out at a higher clip this year. You can see slate low in ISO, the Pirates, at 133. You can't see because I didn't fucking switch the screens like I'm supposed to. But again, what I was showing was Bieber, Darvish, Buehler, Peralta. This is 2020 stats. 41, 31, 28, 27. And if you look at this year, Buehler's a little bit behind, but he's not that far off from where he was last year. Let's catch up real quick. Buehler, I think, is the matchup against the Cubs is fine from a strikeout level, right? Strikeouts are still king in DFS, and he's cheap. But you are taking a little bit of a risk. Cubs are a little more of a potent offense. You can see the highest, tied for the highest ISO. Peralta's got the next toughest matchup against Philly. Peralta's the one that I have a hard time believing, right? He's got a 54% fly ball rate. Philly's a small park. Philly's a team that can be tough to strike out unless your name is David Peterson. You just own them like that. So there does seem to be some separation, right, from this tier. As of right now, though, I think Bieber and Darvish are kind of on a level of their own, right? Bassett, as far as like as we get a little down on the pricing, right? What the fuck did I just do? Oh, Bassett. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm pressing shit I'm not supposed to be pressing. What are we doing here? Well, I don't know what I did, but I just got rid of Freddie Peralta's stats. So, gonna deal with that. Anyway, Chris Bassett, 24% K rate, 3.99 xFIP. Everything looks fine. Good park at home in Oakland. Toronto is a hit or miss type team, and the numbers are a little skewed at times because they play at such a hitter friendly park at the moment. But they can't be tough, man. They got a lot of young free swingers, right? Free swinger type, Well, I think I know what to do here. It's like that. Okay. No, whatever. Fuck it. Fuck. I'll have to fix it after the show. God damn it. It's frustrating. Oh, it's back. It's back. Anyway, I think Chris Bassett's in play. I have Bassett currently under the things to watch. But I think Bieber, Darvish, Buehler are kind of on a level of their own. The only reason Peralta's not at the level is number one, he hasn't done as long as these guys. Number two, he's got a tougher matchup and extreme fly ball rates, and I know he only throws 2 pitches. That makes me nervous. Andrew Heaney, big strikeout rate. Numbers look great this year, playing a strikeout-heavy Rays team. Heaney's either getting dumped on with give it up bombs, or he's striking out 10 people, and I lean towards Heaney striking out a bunch of people. I do think he's going to be popular, though, on DraftKings at 8-2, but Heaney's definitely on that list as someone to highlight. The last guy, I feel dirty even saying this, but Martin Perez, whatever you want to say, he's playing the Tigers. The only reason I'm even talking about him, he's just been one of the biggest trolls in the DFS game. You look at all his numbers, they're never good. We look at last year's numbers, never good. But he never really seems to get tanked the way you think he should. Now, maybe the Tigers did end up getting to, not even so much to a better, they got to the bullpen, but they did end up going off. There are a lot of lefty mashers, in theory. But that's really a dirty road to travel. As of right now, you're feeling more comfortable spending out for pitchers. And like settling for Heaney as maybe one of your cheapest dudes, who projects really well for us at the moment, by the way. In terms of offenses, switching over to the offenses. Red Sox against Casey Mize. I think I have here in my little notes. So we're going to pull up Casey Mize and see what he's been up to. Here he is. Casey Mize. So, yeah, I give him an earned run. First couple starts didn't go so bad. Matter of fact, he had a really good start against Houston. Then he played Oakland, gave up 5 earned runs. Kansas City gave up 6. Giving up 5 home runs. A total of 5 home runs in his last 2 starts. And now he's playing in Boston against one of the hottest offenses in the game right now, the Red Sox. So then, number one, I expect him to be popular. Right. Next, I want to go to the Yankees Houston game. I don't think these pitchers are terrible by any means. But I think that this is like number one, we know it's a really good hitting park. I think it's got that playoff vibe, playoff atmosphere. These are 2 teams that expect to go to the playoffs and 2 teams that expect to play each other at some point in the playoffs. And I think we see some scoring. Luis Garcia does, so far anyway. He's given up a home run in 3 out of his 5 appearances. And it's not like he's pitched a whole ton, right? He hasn't been terrible, right? But the Yankees seem to be waking up a little bit. And we know they play better at home. Jordan Montgomery is going to face an Astros team that's very hard to strike out. And this dude has been prone to runs. 4, 3, and 2. He's giving up a lot of earned runs. He's just not pitching that great. Houston's a very tough team. This is a very hitter-friendly park, a hitter-friendly environment. So I do think that game in general stood out to me on a first-look basis. It's something to keep an eye on. Last one I'll mention, I mean, we try to touch on a little more of the obvious ones on our first look. I read a Core Plays article at WiseTake.com. Paulie does the dirt sheet where we go over our favorite stacks for tournaments and all that shit. But for the sake of a first look, how do you not like the Braves against Mr. Fetty Wap? Eric Fede, troll number 2. I mean, he's been trolly as all hell. So, okay, he played Atlanta, first game, 5 earned runs. That's what we expect. No home runs, though. But still got lit up. Came back against St. Louis. Not bad for his price. Arizona had a really good game. 9 Ks in 5 innings. Like, where did that come from? You look at his career strikeout rates, and you just don't know where it came from. 3 earned runs against the Mets. Then came against Toronto. In Toronto, in that tough park. 1 earned run. It was a home run. 7 Ks in 6 innings. I mean, I don't even know he's capable of that shit. But I don't think he's capable of it on a consistent basis. He hasn't proven that to us yet. So the Braves, I will continue to play the Braves even though they got a little slow going on Tuesday. I will continue to play these Braves. Top offenses. Holla. Let's go. All right. Things to watch. So a couple things to watch. Chase Anderson revenge. Chase Anderson has been terrible. I could have definitely put him in the top stacks, like offenses to attack with Milwaukee. But it's Milwaukee. They strike out a ton. Christian Yelich is back on the injured list. And this is a little revenge action for Chase Anderson. So as bad as he's been, as bad as I think he actually is, I think he's very good. We know at one point in his career he had some strikeout upside, and he's playing a team that's going to give him that. So that's like one of the more polarizing spots. I mean, let's go on one way or the other. Either Chase Anderson is going to be on winning teams because of his price, and I'm assuming because of what his ownership is probably going to be, or the Phillies are going to be one of the top stacks on the slate. That's kind of how I look at that. Right. Bassett and Robbie Ray. I talked about Bassett a little prematurely. I wanted to talk about him here because I think that him and Robbie Ray are both viable pitchers. Robbie Ray a little on the lucky side. We understand that, right? But capable of striking hitters out. That's something with Robbie Ray that we've seen from him. As bad as he's been with fly balls, this is a good park for it. He's in Oakland. This is 2020 numbers, by the way. 51% fly ball rate, 40% our contact rate, we know. 27% strikeout rate. This year, those numbers have been a lot lower, but his strikeout rate's also been lower. But these are two pitchers that, I don't think anybody come at you first look, pick one of these pitchers. I don't think these guys would be the first ones on your list, but I do think in tournaments they could be interesting. Or likewise, this could be a very offensive game, but I think Robbie Ray and Chris Bassett are definitely two contenders on this slate to keep an eye on. Last but not least, Max Fried makes his return. I think it's his return. I think it was her, right? He looked real bad before he went out. Matter of fact, I'll let y'all know right now. Max Fried is cheap. It was on the IL. Hasn't pitched since the 13th, in which he threw 86 pitches. He gave up 7 runs to Miami. We were all over that. But he was bad the entire time. 2 runs against Philly, 5 against the Nationals, 7 against. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it was an injury thing. It's a hamstring thing. I think he's just not that good. So I lean towards the Nationals offense in this one. I was close to putting him as a top offense, but I wanted to talk about a little something. Myron Kidd, is that Yang from the KBO? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, Young Jong Yang. And I think it's the one that played for, correct me if I'm wrong, is that the one that played for Kia? He played in the KBO for a long time. But, he's going to get a spot start against Minnesota. I want to dig into that a little bit and make sure I know which one it is. So I'll talk about that probably. Maybe we'll talk about it in the Slack. I'm sure I'll have it sorted out by the time I write the article. But, because, listen, when we played KBO last year, if this is the Yang that came from the Kia Tigers, his numbers were phenomenal in years past, and then last year just wasn't that good. And so far this year, his numbers have not been impressive, but he's been pitching out of the bullpen, I think. So we really haven't seen much of him. So we'll have to see. But I think that's Yang from KBO. I'm going to confirm that now. Why not? Yeah, that is him. Kia Tigers. Yeah, that's him. Yes, sir. Yeah, I see. Well, I mean, it better be him. I see pictures of his ass with the Tigers uniform. That's him, I think. So he was really good for years in the KBO, and then all of a sudden last year, we're in a pandemic. They came out of it first. I'm waking up at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, updating lineups on our projections so we can still provide content to our subscribers for something. And he just did not live up to the numbers that he was posting. He just didn't. But he was doing well at some point. Absolutely. All right, Dong Watch, and we're out of here. I'm going with Dong Watch. Let's go back to that DraftKings screen, though. Dong Watch, number 1 player. I'm going with a New York Yankee first, and it's Mr. Aaron Judge. Stan's been the one that's been really hot, but Judge, when he goes, man, it's like double time, 2 time. I like Aaron Judge. For a home run, I'm going right back to a guy that hit a home run on Tuesday, and that man is Mr. Alex Bregman against the lefty masher here. I think he's feeling good about himself. I think he's looking to put up some big numbers in Yankee Stadium. We're going Alex Bregman, number 2. And then we're going Freddie Freeman. Going Atlanta, right? A little righty-lefty action here against Fede Wap. Freeman's been a little cold, as we can see, but he's got massive upside. And I think this is a spot here where he kind of lets loose a little bit against Mr. Fede Wap. And that is going to do it for the Wise Stream today, Nation. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Appreciate you doing it dirty. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. It really helps us out. And share the video, man. Tell your friends about it. The more that we grow, the more we're able to put back into the product, the more we're able to better enhance our products, our community, everything that goes with it. So I appreciate y'all for hanging out. Check us out at WiseTake.com. Day pass is available if you want to try the content. For myself, the entire WiseTake Nation, as always, good luck.